Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. This is Weeknights.
Weeknights.
Or 5 days a week, we give you the latest, the greatest, the shameless, largely from the famous in the entertainment industry. That was like talking at 1.5.
I was just about to say, and y'all didn't even know you weren't gonna have to speed it up today.
You know what I'm saying? Talking real fast. Every time I talk about the rest of the day, I'm going to be talking like this at the 1.5 speed, so that we good.
Do you ever listen to anything in that speed?
Yes, but not a podcast, and that's all I'll say. I am JD, aka He Who Pods. Glasses on once again. So I am also rearview mirror today, aka rearview mirror.
Okay. And I'm Dash, aka Dashing D, aka the real king of R&B, aka I do not listen to things at 1.5 speed. Although I've heard that for people who need to focus, listening faster is actually better. What do you listen to at 1.5 speed? What did you say?
Not a podcast.
Okay. All right. Well, guess we'll never know then. So let's move on.
Yes. All right. So, our main man, Denzel, the GOAT Washington.
A real one. A real goat. An
Indeed.
actual greatest of all time.
Agreed.
Excuse me, an actual great of all time.
He has some things to say that we thought we should play for the audience.
Yep.
I played Othello at 22. I'm about to play Othello at 70. After that, I'm playing Hannibal. After that, I've been talking with Steve McQueen about Othello. After that, Ryan Coogler is writing a part for me in the next Black Panther. After that, I'm going to do the film Othello. After that, I'm going to do King Lear. After that, I'm going to retire. I played Othello at 22.
There it is, folks.
No.
Straight from the horse's mouth. I know I got a Star Wars shirt on. But Wakanda forever, baby.
Wakanda forever. I would love to see Denzel in Wakanda. Would love it. Just sounds fantastic. And that was the big takeaway from this. I mean, I took a lot away from this, but
I was going to say, there's a lot to take away. I don't know if that's the big takeaway. We might be fans, so we hype.
Well, the internet / the media, that's the takeaway. Every headline says Denzel teases Black Panther. And I'm going to guess that Ryan Coogler never approved Denzel saying he was writing a part for him in Black Panther.
Neither did Marvel. I'm sure of that. I'm willing to put money on the fact that Marvel didn't either.
No, but the thing about Denzel Washington is that he's a grown-ass man who does what the fuck he wants to do. Sorry, YouTube. But he's a grown-ass man who does exactly and precisely what he wants to do. He does not care about what y'all think he should do or think he should say. He is only going to say the things and do the things that he wants to do. So if he feels like revealing something that we weren't supposed to know, he's going to do it because he's Denzel. Listen, I'm not mad at him. I'm excited. I think this is great, but I also think he probably got a few phone calls after this.
He definitely did
on the internet today.
He definitely did.
Oh my gosh.
He definitely got phone calls, but also like, what you gonna do, Marvel? Take Denzel out of Black Panther? No, you're not.
Right. He's probably like,
no, you're not.
This good promotion for
a
movie.
And let me be a Sith one time since I got a Star Wars shirt on. Maybe Denzel was never gonna be in Black Panther 3.
Listen, because there's a possibility too.
Maybe Denzel was never gonna be in Black Panther 3, but he wants to be in Black Panther 3. And guess what? Now he's in Black Panther 3. Exactly.
Absolutely. Nobody's turning him away.
Even if that motherfucker just walked by the camera one time and nod. Hey.
Especially the way they're talking about his performance in Gladiator 2, and the movie has not even been released to the masses yet. There's no way that this film does amazing and he has an incredible performance, and then they're
Wait, you
like,
said there's
nah, you
got it. Okay.
can't be you can't be in Black Panther 3. No, they're not gonna tell him no. They're not gonna tell Denzel no.
Denzel will be
Denzel.
right there chilling.
Oh yeah, he's like, it's like when Steve. You ever notice? Some people might not like this. You ever notice how Stevie Wonder always show up to the function? It is my belief that Stevie Wonder just be calling people up and being like,
Nope.
"I'm performing at that, right?"
Nope. Mm-mm. Nope. Not the same.
Stevie Wonder is always at the function. Okay,
Not the same.
you don't
Not
have
the
to think
same.
it's the same, but I feel like it's the same when Stevie Wonder just be like, "Yeah, when I perform at the Lady of Soul or whatever it is," and then people are like, "Call Stevie's people and coordinate."
Nah, I don't think that's the case. I think this is very different.
I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
I think we don't see Denzel at enough functions.
Oh no, I don't think that Denzel asked to be in the function, but I do think that Denzel probably has a lot of say. Like, I think that Denzel probably can get on the phone, or excuse me, tell somebody to get on the phone and say, he seems like a man who gets on the phone and says,
Maybe.
"Oh, I heard you were working on or are you doing another project with this? Because I would like to do that."
Right.
And I feel like people are probably just like, "I would love, Your
Right.
Highness. I would
Your
love
Highness. Exactly.
I would love to write a part for you in this film."
Exactly.
Or did you have a part in mind?
Right. Exactly. Who you want to be? You want to be the Black Panther? We'll make this one a movie from the past, and you could be Black Panther. Don't even worry about it.
I mean, just easily. But that's
You could
that's what I
be
mean.
Basque. You could be, I think, Bast. You could be the guy who discovered the purple heart herb, and we could do a whole movie just about that. That'd be you, Denzel.
This is true, but that's what I mean when I say that. I feel like there are those ones that could be in the rooms they want to be in, and I think
Yeah.
there's a lot of power in that, and that's amazing for a black man to say. If we're being honest,
Mm-hmm.
not too many black men can say they could call the shots, no matter what it is, which is unfortunate, but it's a reality that we live in. So
Indeed.
I appreciate this very much. Listen, I love Denzel. I mean, I watch Malcolm X every year just because. Well, I mean, I also love Spike Lee, so I purposely watch it every year because the two of them together is just magic. And
I own that movie.
I know you do.
I do. I does.
I know you do, and I watch it. I watch it at least once a year because I just feel like, man, okay, I would go down the rabbit hole. But the point is, who doesn't love Denzel? Denzel is amazing. Denzel has been
Actually, I know somebody who does not love Denzel. One of my close people say Denzel is the same in every movie. He's Denzel. He doesn't actually play any parts. He is Denzel in every movie, which I disagree with. But a very close friend of mine, I mean, man, super close. I won't say their name because I love them. But we debate about it all the time.
Have I met this person?
I'm not allowed to answer anything else on camera.
Yes. Oof. You might have to have a chat. Because how you don't see the difference between Denzel and the Preacher's Wife, and Denzel and Men on Fire? Like, how you don't see the difference?
That's what I said. Every time we talk about it, I'm like, but did you see Men on Fire? No. Like, you telling me that's the same guy as like Training Day? Anyway, we argue about it all the time, me and my friend.
Malcolm X is not the same person as.
He says when he acts, if you pay attention, he doesn't really act. He's just Denzel in every movie. Anyway.
I also think, okay, can I just say this one thing? This is not about Denzel specifically. This is just in general. I think people's acting styles are different. And I think some actors like play up their own personalities. I think that's a real thing. And I think Denzel is one of those people. Play up or play down, depending on what the role
is.
Right? Like their foundation is they're poor, and then they branch off of that. I think that exists, and I think that's a totally fine thing. But I do think that there are other actors who this person probably likes better that actually like turn into a completely different person. I don't
No,
think
because this person also says Christian Bale is the same in every movie, and that's not true either. They just hate the greats. That's what I tell them all the time. I'm like, you hate the greats, man. It's all right. It's okay. It's okay to hate the greats. Don't worry about it. Jay-Z and Nas got a lot of haters too. It's okay.
Christian Bale is not the same in every movie.
I know. Because what happened was for a while with Christian Bale, he was doing like a lot of serious roles. And then people were like, oh, he could do his serious roles. He can't really act. Why I be sweating him? But then he just started doing other movies that was like, all right, he heard y'all and he just wants y'all to shut up. Because like, I always forget the name of the movie with him and Mark Wahlberg. It's a boxing movie. He plays a crackhead in the movie. Like he plays an ex-boxer who's addicted to crack. He is hilarious that entire film. He is the most goofy guy ever in that film. And he did a phenomenal job. And he's not even the main character of the movie. He's a supporting actor. Mark Wahlberg is the main actor of the movie.
Well, what did I see recently with Christian Bale where he had a light character also? I can't remember what it is now.
It's
But
fine.
it was recent. It doesn't matter. The point is,
My friend hates the greats.
yeah.
Hating ass haters.
Okay, well, what's a favorite? Like, is there a favorite actor of this person? Who's a favorite? Then we can,
Let's move on.
oh, it's not good.
Let's move on.
All right, I'll pause it.
So speaking of greats,
Uh,
Marlon Brando, they have a sort of kind of biopic coming. It's more of a timepiece. It's centered on a specific time, but there's a movie coming out called Waltzing. Sorry, not walking, Waltzing. That's right. Oh, I was about to do something similar. That's right. You read my mind. Good job.
do you know how to waltz?
I had to learn it at one point for a Sweet 16 many years ago.
Okay, all right, good for you. Good for you.
Yeah, I had to walk in there and all of that.
I actually think I was just doing the cha-cha, but that's
Everyone had to dance with the 16-year-old. That was the thing. All of the participants, and I was one of the participants. Anyway, I was also way younger than 16 at the time.
Really.
Yeah, but you gotta do what you gotta do out here. So,
yeah.
Billy Zane is playing Marlon Brando.
Mm-hmm.
And it's supposed to be Marlon Brando during like when he was the man in these streets, like Godfather era.
Mm-hmm.
And so it also features John Heder, which is Napoleon Dynamite, or the guy from Blades of Glory, if you ever seen that classic comedy. Is written and directed by Bill Fishman. I don't know any of these films, but he did Tapeheads, Car 54, and My Dinner with Jimmy. The film is based on a memoir by Bernard Judge, which takes place between 1969 and 1974, while Brando was preparing to film The Godfather and The Last Tango in Paris. There's a bunch of people in this movie. I'm not naming all of them, but they're listed in this Variety article. It says Waltzing with Brando follows Brando, then the most famous actor in the world, as he filmed Mutiny on the Bounty and bought a tiny uninhabitable island in Tahiti. His intent was to escape his hectic Hollywood lifestyle and show the world the path to sustainability. To achieve this goal, he plucks Judge, an obscure but idealistic Los Angeles architect, from his stable existence and convinces him that together they could build. It says could twice. Huh. I thought I was bugging for a minute. It says together they could build. Typo Variety. Look, it does. It says could build. Look right there.
I have some typos sometimes. I feel like they be trying to get them stories out quickly.
I ain't mad at them. Anyway, together they could build the world's first truly sustainable ecological retreat. Ecological retreat. All right, listen, man. We saw the trailer. The trailer's out. What you thought about the trailer?
I gotta be honest with you. I was
Let me
really excited.
put my water down first.
I was really excited about this. I think
Until you saw the trailer.
Marlon Brando is a really interesting person, and he led a very interesting life.
Oh
I saw the
shit!
trailer, and I was like, I have no interest in seeing this.
I knew
I
he
have
was gonna
no
say that.
seeing this. And I don't know why, because like I love a biopic. I love reading a biography. Like I feel like one of my favorite genres is like biographical content is one of my favorite things.
Mm-hmm.
I hated this trailer. And I have no desire to see this. And I want to be clear. It is nothing of like The Godfather. I was like, oh, of course we're gonna want to see his biopic. No, I don't.
No.
I don't want to. I don't. Maybe they'll release another one that looks more interesting to me, but this did not look interesting to me at all. And I just didn't. I I was left thinking this is unfathomable that I would not be interested in seeing this. And I think it's their fault. Like that they did something wrong because again, Marlon Brando is a very interesting person and led
Yeah.
a very interesting life. Everything that you just said was really interesting to me. But then they did a trailer where they tried to convey that and they didn't.
Yeah.
It wasn't good. What did you think?
It looks like a kooky film. It looks like they're showing his other side. It looks like they're showing more of his activist side, more of his, adventurous side, more of his futuristic, idealistic side. Um,
Mhm.
and that's cool. That doesn't surprise
The
me.
trailer. Sorry. Whose job was it? Because all of those things are interesting.
Um, it wasn't surprising to me, although I did not know this story. But I did see an awesome documentary about Marlon Brando
Mhm.
that took place because of Marlon Brando. Um, it came out in 2015, and it kind of some of the footage they took in the beginning of the trailer that talk about his life is actually in the same doc. And so this was interesting to me, but not surprising that he did this thing. No, the trailer does not look super exciting. It doesn't look like something I need to run to theaters to go see. But what told me that was the beginning when I didn't see any of the names that we know as far as film companies. We didn't see Lionsgate, we didn't see Warner Brothers, we didn't see Universal Studios, we didn't see MGM Grand / Amazon. So okay. So for an indie film, cool. I'll watch it, but I'm not gonna run to theaters to watch it. I'll watch it largely because I'm interested in Marlon Brando. Uh, excuse me. Now, what people should check out is the doc that he did.
I just been going to completely.
Oh yeah, because I'm sure you would be really interested in the doc. The doc is called "Listen to Me, Marlon."
Okay, I know about it,
Um,
but I haven't seen it.
yeah, "Listen to Me, Marlon" is he was recording all of these voice notes
Mm-hmm.
and like recording tapes. I don't know. I went like this. I should have went like this. But he was recording all of these tapes when he was alive, um, and just about various different topics that he felt strongly about and his thoughts and all of these things. And he left them when he passed. He knew like, hey, do something with these tapes. And so they compiled all of the tapes. And Marlon Brando is actually the narrator of this film. They used AI
Okay.
and they digitized Marlon Brando, excuse me. And it's really interesting because it's Marlon Brando narrating, and then they use clips from different parts of history, his interviews, his films, behind the scenes footage,
Mm-hmm.
some of his home videos, all of these different things. and they created this really cool doc called Listen to Me, Marlon. And shout out to Dre, because Dre put me onto that back in 2016, I think it was. So super cool doc, and that is something worth watching.
I will check that out. I gotta say the most exciting thing was when you said Napoleon Dynamite. That is,
Oh yeah, using the trailer. Let me see it.
I know. I have this obsession with Napoleon Dynamite. I love
All right,
Napoleon Dynamite,
let's see
but
what type of time we on.
I also have this obsession because I have reason to believe that there's a Napoleon Dynamite statue on Disney/Fox on a Disney/Fox lot in LA, and you can
Oh,
only get to it if you have access to the studio.
gotta call Issa Rae and get over there.
Listen, I know people that work at Disney, and I'm always like, "You going to LA? Can I come? Are you going? Are you going? Are you going to see Napoleon Dynamite? Pedro for president?"
Why don't you just have them send you a picture?
Because people don't even know it's there. I feel like you have to work at the studio to know that it's there.
Got it.
But now everyone knows. Well, our couple hundred subscribers know.
And shout out to each and every one of you subscribers. Hopefully this pod did not make you unsubscribe.
Anyway.
Speaking of things that people want to unsubscribe from. Me.
I'm still trying to figure out if I'm a tenor or a baritone. Anyway.
All right. This is from Revolt Sports. It says, after the controversy of Lil Wayne not performing at the Super Bowl in his hometown of New Orleans, Lil Wayne has found a new home in the NFL. He will join NFL Network's NFl GameDay Morning every Sunday for the rest of the season as a weekly guest. It's a tweet here from NFL Media. It says, talent announcement. Grammy Award winner Lil Tunchi will join NFL GameDay Morning every Sunday for the rest of the season, starting November 17th. I'm not reading the rest of this because it's an ad and they didn't pay us. Yeah. And then they got another press release that says multi-platinum artist to appear every Sunday beginning November 17th, NFL GameDay Morning. And the press release says Grammy Award winning and multi-platinum artist Lil Wayne will join NFL Network's NFL GameDay Morning as a weekly guest beginning Sunday, November 17th. The iconic rapper will appear every Sunday through the rest of the season alongside all the people that be on that show, that name I'm not saying. And yeah, more announcement stuff I'm not reading because they ain't pay us. I would like to start this if you're okay with it.
You are free to say whatever you want because I can't say a whole lot here.
I wish I could take my glasses off and fling them like Jordan the Stallion does. But not because the food tastes great, because I am annoyed with this bullshit. And this is ridiculous. Let me tell you something, and I'm going to get a lot of flack for this. And that's fine. It's okay. When y'all see me, just let me know before you curse me out. I saw the video where you ranted about Lil Wayne. Okay, listen. I'm sick of this shit. I am fed up. I am tired of hearing about Lil Wayne and the NFL. This is some grade A bullshit. This is, hey, listen, we see you out there making noise. We know your fans won't shut up. So we're going to try to give you a little something to make you feel better, to make your fans feel better. Here's a good boy. Pat on the head, pat on the shoulder. Oh man, you did so well. You're such a good baby. Oh, you're so cute. Oh, the cute baby. We're gonna help you. Oh, don't worry, we got you, baby. It's ridiculous. Lil Wayne is not 17 years old. Yes, Lil Wayne is an icon, and Lil Wayne has done great things for the city of New Orleans. He's a legend and an icon in hip hop and in New Orleans. But this is the worst shit you could do in my opinion. Because when a baby is throwing a tantrum, you don't just give the baby something else so they could just, stop throwing a tantrum. Yeah, they say, "Oh, I want ice cream." Ah, I want ice cream. Ah, you say, "Okay, we don't got ice cream, but here's a chocolate bar. We know you like this chocolate bar." And the baby said, "Okay, thanks. All right, okay, all right. I stopped crying now. Thank you." That's what's going on here. We just gonna give this nigga a little something because he can't get the thing he wants. Why? Why? So now any nigga who's a legend who throws a tantrum, we just gonna give them what they want? I'm triggered. I'ma keep it real. I hate spoiled bullshit, and this is more spoiled bullshit. Why are we throwing him a bone? So what? The nigga didn't get to be in the Super Bowl. Did y'all give him a contract that said he was gonna be in the Super Bowl? Cause enough is enough. If y'all didn't, I don't want to hear about this shit ever again in life. If you did, then please come out and say, "Hey, we fucked up." Because this is ridiculous. What else you gonna do? What else you gonna do? You gonna make him partial owner of the New Orleans Saints now? Just because he didn't go to the Super Bowl? Stop. I don't even know what you said.
I said I would take it. You're offering it.
Can he even commentate? Like, have we seen Lil Wayne give good commentary? Or is he about to go up there every Sunday and embarrass us? That's the real question.
I would like to see some clips from it. I don't think I'll watch it. I don't have a lot of NFL knowledge. Quite frankly, I don't have a lot to say about this topic for multiple reasons.
No, you don't want to offend your political connects. It's fine. I'll stand on the ledge by myself.
I don't want to offend.
That's fine. You know what I'm saying? Let me play Know the Ledge by Rakim.
Close to home for me. So, what I will say is, I think that anytime somebody from the culture gets a job that might fall outside of the lines they normally play in, I always think that's interesting. And we say that all the time. Like even when we say creators, enter a new creative space or whatever have you, I always champion that. So I don't know what I've gathered over the last several weeks is that Lil Wayne appears to be an avid supporter of the NFL. Forget about the Super Bowl thing. He appears to be an avid supporter of the Super Bowl. He has bought season tickets in multiple cities. Like there's a lot that's been talked about as far as his interest in football and professional football. So I'm assuming part of this has to do with his knowledge of football. I don't want that to get overshadowed by what you're saying, because I think what you're saying is valid. And we just had a conversation about Lil Wayne like 2 weeks ago, if that. But what I will say is, it's a different lane for him. I agree. I don't know how it's going to go over. He seems to have a hard time communicating sometimes. So I'm curious to see like how much or how little he'll be involved in the conversation and how much he knows when he's sitting here next to these NFL bigwigs, these NFL greats. Because those are big shoes to fill. I don't want to count him out though, because I don't have enough information to say that he is incapable of doing it. But I also understand your point, and I get it. And I kind of said similar things the last time we talked about Lil Wayne, so I feel like I don't need to repeat them. And as you said, I am trying to protect my political connections, so I can't really say too much more about this. Good for him. Excited for them to have this addition to their cast, and we will see what happens. Listen, if it goes awry, we'll all know about it. Because one thing they're not gonna let him do He's everybody's beloved now, but let him sit there next to those men and say something stupid. It's gonna be all over the internet, and then that party may not last as long as they expected to, because we are in November and the NFL season doesn't end until first
February.
quarter.
February.
Right. So
I mean, postseason, but that show will still be going on.
right, but that show will go on through the Super Bowl, right? So
I should have put whiskey in my cup instead of water.
yeah, I don't, I feel like good for him. If people are going to, we said this the other day, he deserves flowers, right? So he should get them. If people want to put money in his pocket, people want to give him jobs, I'm not mad at that. I'm not mad at that. Why they're doing it, that's where the question is. But the fact that they're doing it, I mean, I won't be mad at him for taking the opportunity. I feel like if an opportunity is presented to you, you don't say no unless you want to. If the NFL and things adjacent to the NFL is your dream, and then somebody asks you to be on a panel with all these great NFL guys, because that's one thing I do know. I don't know a lot about the NFL, and I don't know all those names there, but I do know they're big names. So, you know how many people would kill to be in that seat? I'm not mad at Lil Wayne for taking that job,
absolutely.
Why he's being offered the job? Again,
that's all I'm talking
that's
about.
The question.
That's all I'm talking about.
Again, I can't really speak to so I'm going to just leave it at that.
All right. Me too. Ladies and gentlemen, this has been Weeknights. Thank you for being here. We appreciate you, not the NFL, and we will see y'all tomorrow.